Hello and welcome to another edition of Lab Rats. My name's Andy Walker.
I'm Sean Carruthers.
That's Sean Carruthers. That's
You
Fruit.
quit waving that around at me.
Today on the show,
Do we need to get the protective gear out again?
perhaps me, definitely me, although I'm holding the bat, so maybe you need it. Anyway, today on the show, another food demo. We are going to show you guys how an antivirus product works, or an anti-malware product works, so like Norton Antivirus and McAfee and even to a certain extent, anti-spyware products. How do they defend your computer from all the nastiness on the internet?
Nastiness like lemons?
Lemons could be one thing,
All right.
or apples, or anyway, we'll get into the fruit aspect of it in a minute. But first, we need to take a break and see a message from our sponsor. When we come back, antivirus technology demystified with Fruit, today on Lab Rats.
This episode is brought to you by our friends at Hover, the easiest way to buy domain names and do more with them. Get 25% off today by visiting hover.com/labrats.
It's actually pretty easy to express how an antivirus works, because really what it is it's a guardian that's guarding a place that it doesn't want bad stuff to get into.
Yes, like
Right.
a sentry.
It's like a sentry or a security guard, right? So just to establish who's who here, I would say that you're the internet,
I'm the entire internet.
and I am the computer or the operating system. Actually, this is my computer here.
Yeah.
All right.
So
This is-
you're going to be the antivirus. You're going to be the sentry.
Ultimately, I'm going to be the sentry, but first, as the antivirus product or the security product, well, let's just first establish how information comes to me. So why don't you start sending me data internet to my computer?
All right. Well, you want a file? Here it is.
Thank you.
There you go. And it goes straight into your computer. You want another file? Here
Yeah.
it is. Go straight into your computer.
Thank you.
Another file? Here it is. Go straight into your computer.
Right.
All right. So now you've got a bunch of data on your computer
Right.
that's come from the internet.
And if I don't have a piece of anti-malware software installed here, then I don't know whether that's good or bad. I could be
Yeah.
infected or not.
It just is, and it's there. You could have one bad apple that's just causing the rest of your computer to
Get
go
it?
moldy.
One bad apple. Sorry, I couldn't let that pun go by. Now, if I install an antivirus software or a security suite of some sort, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an opportunity to filter the content as it comes in and inspect what it is as it comes in. Now,
Right.
a bat just won't do. What I need to do is be looking for a picture of what the bad information is, so I can compare it to. It's almost like a mugshot of a bad guy.
Right.
So, internet, can I have the latest virus signatures, please?
Okay.
I'm gonna download it.
Certainly. So you've got the program. You know that at this point you want to get rid of the bad guys, but you need to know what they look like. And here's your mugshot.
Oh, thank you very much.
So just imagine right now that this is a mugshot of a bad guy
A
on
bad
your
guy.
computer. So
Yeah.
when you download virus signatures from Norton or McAfee, you'll get a whole list of these things, a whole pile of mugshots that are basic descriptions of what they do.
Right. And, for simplicity's sake, we're just identifying one here.
Yeah.
Right? And
So-
I'm downloading, this is a file I downloaded into my software
Yeah.
that comes from the internet. Okay.
Yeah, so we already know now
So we
that's a
know
bad
that.
guy.
Hey.
Yeah,
But I actually let a virus in
You
before.
let a virus in. So that whole computer now could be munched up.
Right.
All your data, gone.
So sad.
So sad. So now you have to reformat.
Okay, let's start fresh.
All
Shall
right.
we? Thank you. All right. So now I'm going to take some more data from the internet.
Okay.
But I have my security system in place now.
Yeah,
So
you can check against that.
Yes. So I'm
Okay.
ready. I'm ready.
So here you go.
Yep. Oh. Hang on a second.
All right.
Orange. Nope. It's okay.
Right.
Right. Oh. Another piece. Okay. Oh, it's a pear. Nope. Okay. Oh, plum. Oh, it's a little harder. Nope. That's okay. Lemon. Okay. Hey, look, a match. Oh, sound the alarm. Ready? Bye-bye.
And it gets destroyed.
So now I've defended my computer. It's safe from the evil apple.
Yes.
So
You
that-
just wanted to say that, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Look, it's all splattered.
Yeah.
Oops, I didn't. Oh, I hit that pretty hard.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was fun too. Okay, so I identified a virus
You've
successfully
identified a virus
with
and-
an up-to-date virus signature.
Yeah. So there you go. And you ejected it before it actually got to your computer.
And cause mayhem.
There you go. Okay.
Okay. So now let's talk about, because some antivirus products don't always do exactly what they want them to do. In a perfect world, they would always catch viruses and they would always let the good data through, but that doesn't always necessarily happen.
Yeah. So we'll give you another bit of good data there into the computer.
That's okay.
All right. We'll give you this bit of good data
here. Oh, wait a
here.
second. This red, it's round. Oh, a light.
That was a beet. That wasn't an apple.
That was a beet.
That wasn't the same thing at all. There's another one. Look closer. It's kind of red and it's kind of round.
Vegetable, it's round, red. It looks like this, but it ain't an apple.
Why'd you do that?
Those are called a false positive.
False positive.
Sorry.
So you thought it was an apple. You thought it was a bad guy, but it wasn't.
And I threw up a big alert. I knocked it out of the park, but it was actually email from my grandmother.
All right.
Oops.
So it doesn't happen really, really regularly because the virus definitions are generally pretty good, but it does happen.
Yeah. So if you ever hear about something along the lines of a false positive, that's what that is. Now, there's such a thing as a false negative, right?
Yeah, and this is a little bit worse. Let's try this.
Oh, yeah, that's an apple, and that's round. No, that's okay. It's green.
Yeah, it's different. But guess what? That was a bad guy, too.
What do you mean it was a bad guy?
That right there. And you say they're both apples. They're variants of the same thing.
All right.
So these two things, they look a little bit different on the outside, but they are, in fact, the same thing.
Right.
Just slightly different, but they're both designed to hurt your system. So you let that through.
And
guess
that's
what?
not good. Now, uh-oh.
Reformat.
But all my wedding photos were in there.
Too bad.
My wife's going to kill me.
And you know why you got that through?
Why?
You got that through because you forgot to update your definitions.
Right.
You got that one.
This one.
Those are like 6 months old now.
Right. Right.
That's when Red Apple was the bad thing.
Okay, so what I need to do is update my virus signatures to the latest. So give me the latest.
There you go. So now you've got that one as well. So those, it keeps the original one, and it adds all the new guys that are bad.
Right,
so
hit me again.
all right.
Try it again.
You swing like a girl. Here's your last attempt.
Oops, I broke my computer. Anyway, but I know that that looked like this, and therefore I'm up to date. Now, and the point we want to make here, we mess around, we're trying to be funny here, but the point we want to make here is, you know, when it comes to security software, you really want to make sure that it's up to date. So if you have Norton 2006 and it's installed, and you're like, yeah, I got an antivirus product, not a problem. If you haven't paid your annual fee, and of course antivirus products require you to pay an annual fee to be protected to get the latest signatures. If you haven't paid since 2006, and you're protected all the way to all the viruses up to 2006, but anything after that, you're vulnerable.
Yeah. It's not like it stops completely at that point when your subscription expires, as you say. You can still be protected against the old bad guys. It's not the old bad guys you need to be protected against.
Right. And to be fair, there are things called heuristics built into antivirus that says this kind of looks like a virus, and it probably is a virus, so I might just stop it just in case.
Yeah.
Right?
So theoretically, then it would stop that Apple, even though it wasn't already in the list of signatures.
That's right. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but again, just the point we want to make here is that you know, update your antivirus product, update your security product. If you're looking for a good antivirus product, we do have them listed in the show notes at butterscotch.com/labrats. And there's a couple of freebies there too, because if you can't afford to buy one, then we're going to point you at some free ones as well.
Yeah, in terms of this, I mean, people wonder why some companies cost so much and why you pay this monthly or this yearly subscription fee. A company like Norton, for example, I had the opportunity to see inside their research center a while back, and they actually had this entire room of people that are actually watching for things. And if something comes up and it's like virus-like activity, they're on it immediately. And they have this whole team of people around the world, in fact, looking at these things and trying to figure out how to create a virus signature to inoculate against these threats.
And so, the virus signatures are updated in real time, right? So as soon as it's available, bang, it's there for your computer. It's checking on an ongoing basis, right?
Right. So their goal is to get these fixes in places as fast as possible, which you might not always get from one of the freebies. They'll get to it,
Right.
but since they don't have that entire team on it, it might not be the same sort of response. So you get what you pay for in some ways. I don't want to steer people away from the free ones because sometimes that might be the only choice, but you do sometimes get a benefit.
Very good. Well, check out our show notes at butterscotch.com/labrats. Anyway, let's take a break. And when we come back, we have a fun little surprise for you, plus, of course, picture time. But first, let's hit beats again, because I hate beats. My least favorite thing in the world. This episode brought to you by our friends at Hover. The easiest way to buy domain names and do more with them. Get 25% off today by visiting hover.com/labrats. I hate beats. I really hate beats. Look, when I hit this thing just before the break, I'll show it here. It kind of got broke, almost hit Michael's head. So
I still contend that if you don't like beets, you're not preparing them right. I love
they're
beets.
disgusting. They taste like bum. Anyway, moving on. Unless you have anything else to add. No, you're done.
Well,
You're done.
if you still had a computer, you could smell the lovely lemony scent of this file, but
I'm jealous
your
of you.
computer's toasted because you let that apple through.
Okay. All right, well, this is the part of the show where we talk to you a little bit about some of the opportunities to win stuff here on the show. Don't forget that you can send us your favorite non-LabRats episode on butterscotch.com. Go to butterscotch.com, look at Miss Download, look at the tutorials, look at Mr. Mobile, look at the A-list. Whatever show that catches your fancy, have a look. Tell us which episode you love the most. You send us an email too,
Feedback@labrats.tv.
and you could win a gorgeous Butterscotch t-shirt. We have them in all kinds of sizes, all the way up to XXL. So email us with your name, your address, your size, and which episode, and we'll feature that on an upcoming episode.
Yeah, and just remember, it's got to be any show that is not LabRats.
Not LabRats.
We know you're watching LabRats already if you're seeing us right now.
Now I have another thing to pimp before we move on to picture time.
Is it your book?
Yeah. Well, it's not quite my book. It's not quite my book. I know. Don't throw the beat at me. It's a very nice, yummy book called Opportunity Rings. Now you might think, well, a pink book? Why are you pimping a pink book? Because your name's not even on it. There's nothing about me in it. You wouldn't think, except on page 99. So this is a book by Cheryl Steinberg, a good friend of mine. And on page 99, she actually talks about LabRats.
That's LabRats.
It talks about episode number 7 of LabRats. And the character in the book is actually looking for tech help with her router. She goes on the internet and she finds LabRats. So we're actually in a real, like in a fictional context here, Sean. Is that exciting or what?
Been fictionalized.
There's also a character in this book that actually is partly based on me.
Really?
It's the nice part of me, not the one that whacks beats.
So unrealistic.
I know. Anyway, so Opportunity Rings, check it out. It's available at your local bookstore, quality bookstores everywhere on the internet, Amazon, Chapters, wherever you shop for books online or in the real world. Opportunity Rings, Cheryl Steinberg. There you go.
Okie dokie. You
There
just
you go.
put it down in the beet juice.
Oops.
That's not very
Sorry,
nice.
Cheryl. All right, so there you go. Time for picture time, right?
Picture time. All right. So first up, we've got a photograph here, which was part of a larger PDF from a reviewer, Grandpa Chris.
Yes.
And he actually did an entire article for I think it was an online publication, about how Apple lied to us. But it's not what you think. It's about how the iPod Touch is actually a really functional handheld computer, not just an MP3 player. Who knew?
Who knew?
Well, a lot of people do because they've been hacking it and running applications on it and doing a whole pile of stuff.
And inside it has the guts of a computer.
It's a tiny little Mac OS machine, and
wow. That's cool.
so there you go. Hack it and play with it.
I like the sunglasses.
Yeah, they are
Well, not sunglasses, they're 3D glasses.
3D glasses.
And this
So-
guy's name is
Grandpa
Chris, right?
Yes.
Yay.
So there you go.
Thank
So
you,
thank
Grandpa
you.
Chris.
Thank you, Grandpa Chris.
We love when you send us stuff. It's cool.
Great, and we had an artistic streak going in this episode. First a writer, now an artist.
Hey!
So this is our fan Stephen, who is apparently not living in the real world. He's in Second Life.
Oh, right, yes.
And
It's a
what
virtual world.
He's busy painting, and he's painting, well, our logo.
I like it.
So there you go.
That's great.
So all Second Life fans, go over to Stephen's place in Second Life, break in, steal this painting, and bring it to us.
Yay. Okay.
There you go.
All right,
And,
and one more.
One last one. This is our
Paul
viewer-
Schaefer from the
it's
Letterman
not Paul
show.
Schaefer. That's George.
That's a mini version of it.
That's George. We actually saw George in a small artistic form earlier. So keeping the artistic thing going, he sent his avatar earlier,
Really?
and now this is actually George.
And he's taken, it's just the self-posed digital
This is
camera.
the MySpace thing.
Yeah.
There we go.
Awesome.
So,
All right.
Thank you, George.
Well, don't forget to send your pictures to us at...
Beets are great no matter what Andy Walker says. They're super fantastic. Shave them raw into a salad or boil them when they're still baby-sized. And they taste great at labras.tv.
And if you can't type that much and you don't even subscribe to that theory, then...
No, type that because it's true. Would I lie to you?
Or...
Feedback at labras.tv.
That's easier to type.
That is easier.
All right, and if you send in your pictures and we show it on the show, you're going to receive a, where is it? What did you do?
It's a sticker book.
Sticker book. Did you lose it?
It's over here.
Yeah. Sticker book with all the Butterscotch logos and stickers and brands and stuff like that. We'll send you one of these to you. So don't forget to include your name, your email address, of course, your mailing address, and your picture. And tell us what's in the picture. Is it you? Is it your mom? Is it your dad? Is it your cats? Send in your websites if you want us to pimp your websites, or even your technology setup. We'd love to see you peer into your living room or your computer room and have a look at the gear that you've got as well.
Yeah. And act now, and we'll throw in this plum absolutely free. And
some restrictions apply.
And you'll get the beat if you're really lucky.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for pushing play this week. Thanks for checking us out. We love you out there in Labras land. My name is Andy Walker.
I'm Sean Carruthers.
And we'll see you next time.
I thought you were going to look up. I'm sorry.
Are you ready? Try this at home.
Right in the solar plexus.
Sorry, dude. I went like that. It's like,
I didn't see it coming.
it was like a beat. I was going to get you to catch it. What?
You know what the sad thing is? Beet juice always looks a little bit like blood.
It does, doesn't it?
I did. I just released it. I'm like, oh, shit. I thought you were going to look up and go,
Look at this.
anyway.
Oh, it's
Look at
funny
this.
nonetheless.
Sorry, you're not hurt, right? Oh,
No, I'm cool, it's
okay,
cool.
okay.
Look at that.